All right, what up? What up? What's good? What's good? What's good, people? Let me make sure all my shit is correct. What's good? What's all good? Right? Everything looking good. Everything sounding good. What's going on, people? What's popping? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's popping? Nigga, y'all trying to call up already? Let the stream breathe for a second. Let it breathe for a second, just for a second, guys. Come on, just for a fucking second. Anyway, man, today I'm gonna be talking about how men really don't want to learn game, or most men don't. You understand? Most men do not. What up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Coach Salim. What's going on? Aaron B, D Weeze, Black Book Basics in the building. Freedom of speech and expressions. What up? What's popping? Nicolo, what's going on? April MC in the building. Kenwood Drive. Wardell, what up? Before we get into all of that, remember, boom, get these shirts. Submissive women are sexy. You understand? We also got, I'm God to these hoes. Also have binary as fuck. Make sure you guys click the link below to get these shirts. These shirts are on point. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys click the link below to get the shirts. You feel what I'm saying? The shirts is on fire. So on fire, man. I'm telling you, guys need to get this shit. Anyway, so today, I wanted to talk about how, men, most men don't want to learn game, right? And some of y'all who might be watching or who might watch this later or, might be in this category. And the reason why it's important to understand if you're a guy who doesn't want to learn game is because you may think you want to learn game, but you don't really want to learn game. You understand? You don't really want to learn it. You understand? See, there's guys who actually want to learn game, who take it seriously, who study the game, who make it a lifestyle, who live by it, who understand it. And then you have guys who sort of dabble in it. You understand? Now, ain't nothing wrong with dabbling here and there, but the thing is, you're not going to get the full effect of what game can do for your life and learning game and having game and really making shit happen for you. Right? Freedom of speech, you said, why is YouTube demonetizing and deleting a lot of my comments? You said demonetizing your comments. I don't know. YouTube is on some other thing. They starting to put because this is the thing. Let me say this real quick. When I get comments, it goes into either one of three folders. It goes into public. It goes into another folder that's like could be spam, and then there's another folder that's like this is definitely spam. You know what I'm saying? And then so some of you guys comments, I think what happens is I noticed this is that sometimes if you curse in the comment, like if you say, oh, fuck this or shit that or whatever, they'll put it in like the spam thing and it won't show up. And I'll have to go in and I'll have to automatically put your comment on. So it's not me deleting some of your guys' comments because I was getting emails and like, Mr. Locario, why are you deleting my comment? I'm like, I didn't delete your comment. They just put it in a section to where it's spam because he was cursing and saying a whole bunch of crazy shit, right? So just be aware of that. So if you want to make sure that your comments is not deleted, make sure that it doesn't have a lot of curses and nigga this and bitch that and all that other stuff, right? Also, just regarding comments, as I'm on this, there are comments I do delete though. There are comments that I do delete. So I'm just letting you know there are comments I delete. You understand? So, for example, if you're making a comment that where you're saying something about the game that is incorrect, I delete it. You understand? I'm deleting that shit. If you say something in your comment that is incorrect or doesn't make sense as far as regarding game and what we're talking about, I delete that shit. Now you're probably like, well, why are you deleting that? What's going on? Don't we all have our opinions? And no. This is what I'm saying. It's one thing to say, hey, Mr. Lucario, I disagree with you because such. I'm cool with disagreements. What I do not like is when motherfuckers comment, and in their comments, they're acting like what they're saying is correct, but it's incorrect. So, for example, let's say a guy says, in his comments, he says something like, oh, Mr. Lucario, you don't know what you're talking about because nice guys are, you should be nice. You should give a woman flowers and call her every day and check up on her because that's going to make her attracted to you. I'm deleting that comment. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's incorrect. And the reason why I'm deleting it also is because I don't want someone who isn't well-versed in a game to read that shit and take that shit as truth. You understand? Because people are coming here to learn. So I don't want people who don't understand the game coming in here writing comments about some bullshit and having people who don't know about game reading that and thinking that's what it is. So I'm going to delete your comment if you say some stupid shit. You understand? Now, again, if you disagree, that's cool, right? But I'm going to delete that goofy shit. King League, you said it's not just incorrect, it's borderline trolling. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I'll have like some incels or some virgins or trolls. Some Mr. Lucario, you don't know what you're talking about. It's all about the looks, and it's all and you have to be a Chad, and all of that shit is gone. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if I miss it, if it slips through, then it is what it is. But most of the time, I read almost 99% of the comments. I'm gonna delete that shit. You understand? It's getting deleted. Period. And then also another thing, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to just say there are certain keywords that I have where it goes straight to the spam section. So if someone's typing in this word or this person's name, it goes straight to the spam. So that you're not even going to get your shit up there. So if you're writing a comment about so-and-so said this about you, Mr. Lucario, or you mention this person's name, or you trying to start beef, that goes in the spam. You understand what I'm saying? So your comment's never going to be seen. Just to let you guys know. So don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about real quick, how men don't actually want to learn game. And I want to tell you guys what men actually want. Or a lot of you guys want out here. And I want you to listen to this. And if this sounds like you, understand you don't really want to learn game. Now, you may think you want to learn game, but understand that if you actually do want to learn game, you have to stop doing the bullshit that I'm about to tell you, right? So I titled this one, men don't want to learn game. This is what they really want, right? Now, let me tell you what guys really want, what these guys out here really want when it comes to this game. See, most guys don't want to learn game. What most guys want to do is most guys just want to feel good. Okay? Most guys want to feel good. Most guys want their ego fed. Most guys want to, point fingers at women. You understand? Most guys don't want to take accountability. Now, you might be saying, well, Mr. Lucario, what are you talking about? Right? Exactly, Unique 79. Most guys want quick fixes. You understand? So, so the thing is this. If you're the type of guy who is, let's say, watching a lot of videos where guys are telling you, how fucked up women are, that means you don't want to learn game. If you're heavy into MGTOW so-and-so or MGTOW this and MGTOW that, you don't want to learn game. You understand? Ain't no dude who calls himself MGTOW can teach you no game. You understand what I'm saying? If you're listening to things where guys are telling you how to get revenge on women, how to lie, manipulate, cheat, steal, all that shit to fuck with women, you do not want to learn game. Now, understand this. That technically is still a form of game. Manipulation. You understand? That is a form of game. But what I'm saying is that you don't want to really actually learn any game that's going to benefit you. King League, you said, is talking about female nature a bad thing? No, this is the thing. Look, it's cool to talk about female nature to learn things. But if you're talking about female nature in the sense of complaining, bitching, moaning, whining, and you're not actually talking about what to do to benefit, then you ain't really trying to learn game. Because what you guys got to understand is this. Game is skill and strategy to get what you want. So female nature, what up, my dude Chris? Was popping, bro? Make sure you guys subscribe to my dude Chris. Subscribe to his channel. His channel is on point. So make sure you guys subscribe to him. That's my dude right there. He spin some real shit. You understand? So the thing is, what you got to understand is this, guys, is that if you're doing anything when it comes to the game with where it pertains to you not taking 100% responsibility for your shit, then you ain't trying to learn no game. You ain't really trying to learn game that's going to help you. You feel what I'm saying? Freedom of speech and expressions. You said, I told the girl that SYSBM men pay for prostitutes because they got the trick mentality and avoid black women because they're not submissive and are stubborn. And that too got deleted. You said you wrote that on my shit and it got deleted. Well, let me talk about that for a second. Let's unpack what you're saying right now, real quick. Real quick. All right, you said these dudes, the SYSBM motherfuckers, and those motherfuckers ain't got no game. See, this is why niggas be hating on me. But anyway, because I'll be fucking talking that shit. Pay for prostitutes because they have the trick mentality, okay, and avoid black women because they're not submissive and are stubborn. And well, this is the thing. If anybody's thinking that, because I hear this all the time on YouTube, and that's another thing. You have guys out there, again, a lot of this stuff is men complaining, bitching, and moaning about women. If you're complaining, bitching, and moaning about women, you ain't trying to learn no game. You said, what is SYSBM? I think it stands for Save Yourself Black Man or something like that, where they're talking about, stop fucking. I mean, this is what I've heard. So any SYSBM motherfuckers could correct me. But, I heard that as guys traveling, meeting other women from other cultures and shit and fucking with them instead of black women. Now, again, any guys who are worried about black women this and black women that, again, those dudes don't want to learn no game. Listen, I've never in my life, I'm going to say this again. I have never, ever in my life had an issue with black women. Ever. You understand? Ever. I'd say 80 to 85% of the women that I've ever been with in my life were black women. Right? Now, some of y'all might be like, but Ms. Lucari, you're married to a white woman. You have a white girlfriend. Right? And all of that is circumstantial. I wasn't sitting there like, you know what? Excuse me, my black queen. I was gonna marry you, but then this white woman showed up, and then I just was like, "Fuck you!" And no, all that was circumstantial. I grew up in predominantly black neighborhoods. You understand? Most of my life, so most of the women that I was fucking with were black. Now, does this mean every black woman that I fucked with was like super cooperative? Of course not, but that goes for any woman, white woman, Asian woman, Hispanic, all of that. It's all the same shit. But I've dated a lot of black women, been with a lot of black women, had black girlfriends who was on point, right? The reason why my wife is white is completely based off circumstance. I met her at an event. We kicked it. We kept in touch. We started dating. She became my girlfriend and she became my wife. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? I still date black women. I'm in an open relationship. So you understand what I'm saying? So, man, you know what's funny, guys? I didn't know. Let me tell you what the internet taught me. One of the biggest things the internet taught me. One of the biggest things the internet taught me was that a lot of people don't have real world experience. They don't have real world experience. Because most people go off of talking points and situations based off what they hear YouTubers talk about or just shit they Google online, but they don't have real world experience. You understand? King Lee, you said there's some truth to that, Lucario. A lot of black women got single mothers who talk shit about their absent father, and that transfers to men they interact with. Okay, now this is what you guys got to understand. And again, this is what I keep telling you guys for the millionth time, right? A woman is susceptible to gain, meaning women are going to follow somebody or something, someone, some entity. She's going to follow some shit, right? Now, shout out to my dude, Mr. Limba Channel. I remember he did a video a long time ago. He said something to the effect of women are going to either follow their man or society, right? So a lot of times you guys aren't getting women who are following your lead. You understand? You're not getting women who are cooperating with you because you're the type of guy who a lot of women don't feel like cooperating with. You ever notice how you have a lot of black women who y'all say are uncooperative and all that shit, but then they fuck with a white guy and they're super cooperative? You ever notice that? You ever notice that when black women who get with some white dudes, they're super cooperative? How did that happen overnight? Right? See, what happened is they're choosing to be cooperative with that dude because of white supremacy and all that other stuff, right? And I don't even know why I put white supremacy in quotes because it's real shit. But because of white supremacy, some of them will be extremely cooperative with the white dudes because they want to, get into that situation. But what happens is that white supremacy did such a number on black men and black people in general that you're going to have, again, some women who are going to act crazy when it comes to dealing with black men. But guess what? You have control over how the chick treats you. Because, see, it'd be one thing if no black men at all could fuck with black women. It was impossible. But guess what? Over more than 80% of black men are married to black women. How? You understand what I'm saying? How is this happening? How is this happening? You have black women cooperating with black men. I've had a large number of black women cooperate with me. So if I've had a large number of black women cooperate with me, if there's a bunch of black men who are married to black women, what's happening with these black dudes that's arguing and complaining that they can't get shit popping with black women? What's going on with you guys? Now, again, I'm not saying every chick out there is sugar and spice and coachable and all that. I'm just saying, though, again, all of this where guys don't want to learn game is, and they just want to feel good and complain and point the finger and get therapy online and shit and get a pat on the back and say, yo, these women, no. Guys want all that shit because guys don't want to take responsibility for themselves. Shout out to my dude EO. EO always says it begins and ends with the man. This is what I'll be trying to tell you guys. You understand? Mansa Musa. Nah, the Game Kings ain't out yet. I'm supposed to be going to Florida at the end of this month, and we're gonna finish it up. Exactly, Chris. When the game ain't tight, no one's cooperating with you regardless of race. Facts. You understand? Morgan, he said, as somebody in an open relationship, how do you deal or react if your wife's girlfriend came to you and said she slept with a guy who gave her better sex than you have? I'd be like, that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is awesome. Good for you. Like, good for you. Be like, great for you. Because, see, why do I gotta, like, should I get a little deep on this, man? Should I get a little deep on this? Should I get a little deep on this? I should. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I'm gonna tell you guys, sometimes I don't even want to be saying certain things because I'm like, is it gonna go over some people's heads? Is it gonna be too much? You understand? I'll just say. So basically, with that question, you said if your girl came to you and she slept with another guy and she was like, he gave her better sex. Most people, this is the thing. Most times, you know, if we're being realistic, she probably wouldn't even say anything to me. Like if she was like if she fucked with some other dude, my wife or girlfriend, they fuck with another guy, and it was like, oh my God, this is so much better than Locario. Oh, this is amazing. They probably wouldn't even tell me anything. You understand? But let's say they did, right? I'd be like, that's cool. Because see, what you got to understand is that her enjoying another dude more than me has nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me. This is what people don't understand. See, when you get caught up in your ego, that's when you get all crazy and shit. That has nothing to do with me. You understand? That's everything to do with her. She's like, I think, I'm breaking down the sentence. I, which is her, think, she's thinking this, that what she experienced with this guy is better than the other guy. That's all her. What they got to do with me? You see what I'm saying? But see, when dudes are all in their ego, they're like, oh, I feel a certain type of way. And this is why dudes, they get so caught up on sex. Like, again, like I was talking about this the other day where I said a lot of dudes wear their hearts on their dicks. You understand what I'm saying? They wear their hearts on their dicks. This is why dudes get all bent out of shape. Man, this is something that happened with Miles the other day. I'm going to let Miles tell the story because the story is hilarious. I'm going to let Miles tell the story. Maybe he'll tell it on one of his next videos. But some other shit happened last night with Miles and some simp-ass nigga, and it was hilarious. And there's a lot of dudes out here that's on some bullshit like that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what it is. AT said a guy that asks that type of question isn't ready to learn game. and this is the thing, guys. Look, y'all got to understand something. If you are the type of guy who really loves and gets off on, worrying about female nature all the time, worrying about how chicks do shit. Because listen, this is what a lot of guys want. They want to be able to change women. A lot of guys want to be able to change women. I've heard a lot of times where guys say, they'll be like, oh, if we become MGTOW, then all the women will change. No, they're not. Women are going to be how they're going to be. Don Ragnar, you about to get timed out, fam. So that's just one warning. All right, but yeah, that's the thing. A lot of dudes, they think that if they do this or act this way or go this way or make this happen, that women are going to change. Women are not going to change. Women are not going to change. This is why they call it, we call it female nature. It's in their nature to be how they are. So instead of making that work for you, right, what dudes will do is complain about the female nature. You're talking about hypergamy. You're talking about fucking, chicks wanting to fuck all the time. They're talking about, women, wanting money and being gold diggers and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of making the shit work for you. You understand? It's like, let's say if you was in some country and there was a drought, there was like no rain coming down or whatever, right? And then finally it starts raining. Now, what most motherfuckers out here will do, they'll stand there and be complaining about the rain. Oh my God, it's raining. I'm getting wet. The water's coming down on my face and I'm soaked, right? So you have one motherfucker like that, and then you have another motherfucker like, yo, let's get these buckets. Let's get this water. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get some of this shit popping, right? Make the shit work for you. You understand? Guys, make sure you get the likes up. Also, make sure you guys hit that donate button. Chris, you said, how much do you need to donate to get your email answered? Just click any of those links. Click the link that says send me a question under any of my videos. It'll take you to the page. You understand? The man said, what I like about you is you provide solutions and you don't complain. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I care about the solutions. That's what I care about. But see, a lot of guys don't care about solutions. A lot of guys want to find other guys who got played so that they can form groups to bitch about women. You understand? This is what dudes be doing. Roy Chess, you said it's not about being a crybaby or dealing with ego. What is it about? He said it's about respect or disrespect from women. Okay, cool. So let's talk about respect and disrespect from women. How do you get respect from women? How do you get respect from women? And what are some things that women do that are disrespectful to you? Let's discuss that. Because see, what's funny is a lot of guys welcome the disrespect that women give them. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of guys welcome the disrespect that women give them. So, for example, because a guy wants pussy so much, he will put up with a certain level of disrespect to get the pussy. Right? And then if he doesn't get the pussy, or even if he does get the pussy, when he's been in a whole bunch of bullshit, right? He wants to point fingers and be like, oh, these bitches, they did this and they do that. No, but you allowed that though. You didn't fucking manage the situation. You didn't charge her to the game. You didn't tell her that's not cool. You didn't say, look, I'm not fucking with you, even though she ain't giving me no pussy. Look, a lot of you guys have to get into the habit of kicking girls to the curb, even if they ain't giving no pussy. You understand? Exactly, K. Zag. He said dudes disrespect themselves by the way they pursue women. Facts. You have to be able to kick a chick to the curb, even though you ain't get no sex. Even if the sex is this close. You understand? Listen, there's times where I was butt-ass naked with a chick, and I'm about to get it in, and I stopped. I said, listen, this ain't gonna work. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Butt-ass naked. I'm like, yo, put on your clothes. This ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? But how many dudes got the strength to do that? How many? How many dudes got the strength to do that? You understand? You quote you said why? Why? Because she was being disrespectful. She said some stupid shit. She did some stupid shit. She was acting wishy-washy. I'm like, no, we done. We're done. I'm good. But most guys can't do that. And see, most guys can't do that because they haven't gotten to a level of game where pussy is in abundance. Because listen, I remember I did that shit before where, so I was with this chick. I'll tell you guys a little story. Okay, I'm with this chick, right? And I was at her place, right? I was at her place. And, you know, we kissing, we doing all that other stuff. We down to our underwear, right? And I'm trying to take the panties off, and like I slid it down a little, and then she grabbed it and pulled it back up, right? So I said, what's good? Like you ain't trying to do this? What's good? And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm just, you know. She's like, I still want to do it, whatever. Because she saw me pulling back. I like rose up off her. She's grabbing me, still trying to kiss me, right? So I kiss her a little bit more, right? So now I didn't even try to pull her panties out. I told her, I said, listen, take off your panties. I'm the one who said it. I said, take off your panties. I said, take them shits off. She says, no, I can't, not right now. Soon as she said that, I got up, put my pants on, she's like, where you going? I said, I'm leaving. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you playing games, I'm leaving. Right? So now I left, right? And I'm walking to the train, right? I left, about to go to the train station. I get a text from this other chick that I was fucking with. She's like, what you doing right now? I'm like, I'm chilling, I'm about to go home. She's like, do you want to come over? I said, all right, cool. So I go over to her house, right? She was like 20 minutes away. I smash her. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't need the shit because I got the shit all over the place. So I'm not going to be on some shit where I'm sweating the shit or I'm putting up with a lot of nonsense and doing all that other nonsense just to get sex. But again, guys will do this stuff, right? Because they want the pussy so bad. And in the time they're trying to get the pussy, they go through a bunch of bullshit. Then they get online and say, you know what? These girls are fucked up. They be playing so many games and this and this and that and yada, yada, yada. Right? Now, guess what? I'm in situations where girls do goofy shit. But I don't get on the internet and be like, hey, guys, these girls out here, you're going to be in a room with them and trying to have sex. And they're going to fucking, like not want to have sex with you. And they play games and they're only trying to fuck Chad and Tyrone. And if you don't looks max and or you're not at a certain looks level, the girls aren't going to want to fuck with you. You know, it's all about looks, money, and status. You understand? So even though I go through shit where it's goofy shit like that, I'm not complaining about that. You understand? I'm not complaining about that. You said that the girl who didn't want to do it ever hit you back up? No, she didn't hit me back up, and I never hit her back up. You understand? She never hit me back up. I never hit her back up. But this is what I'm saying, where dudes just be complaining, and so they get on the internet and want to find channels and shit where dudes is saying, hey, bro, it's okay to complain. It's these bitches. It's not you. It's these bitches out here. Fuck these hoes. Fuck them. You understand? Fuck these women. Just chill with me and sit and complain. You know? You should just pump and dump them. Even though I know you can't get pussy, you should pump and dump them anyway. In your mind. I know you ain't got no skills to get no pussy, but you should pump and dump them. You understand? Pump and dump them. This is what I'm saying. Dudes get on the internet to find other guys to console them. This is what it is. We have a lot of Derek Jacksons out here for men. And shout out to Derek Jackson. Because at least, see, the thing with Derek Jackson, he knows that he's talking to women. See, he knows women are emotional. But we got so many emotional men out here, right? So now we got guys catering to your fucking emotions. They're saying, bro, it's you know, it's okay, bro. You know, don't worry, she hit the wall, bro. She's gonna hit the wall next year. Don't worry about her. She hit the wall, and you're in your sexual prime, bro. Don't worry, she hit the wall. You know, these chicks be monkey branching. It's all about hypergamy. They like ridiculous. You understand? Ridiculous. We got the male versions of Derek Jackson. We got Derek Jackson for niggas out here. You understand what I'm saying? This is talking about pump and dump. Nigga, you got to get to the pumping before you could dump. You understand? Where do you do that at? How do you pump? How you dump if you don't get to pump? You understand? It's crazy. Ross, you said they feel so defeated and hopeless that they believe they are totally powerless about their situation, and that's where. But see, this is what happens. A lot of guys feel powerless because they're listening to guys on the internet telling them they're powerless. They're telling them, bro, it's over for you, bro. Look at your jawline, bro. Look at your jawline. If you don't have the correct facial jawline structure, it's over for you, bro. You're never going to get a girl. You got to have money and status and looks. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, but this is why dudes feel that way. Because instead of guys talking about solutions, instead of guys talking about the way to benefit, to succeed, right? Motherfuckers always want to talk about, yo, it's these women, bro. They're out. They're only fucking with Chad and Tyrone. You understand? That's it. And this is what dudes internalize. This is what I'm saying. They don't want to learn game. They want to find an outlet for their frustration, for their misery. They want to look up at the YouTube gods and look at a person and say, well, so-and-so said that, you know, women are like this, so I got to get my money and status up to get women. You understand? And so what dudes they go on YouTube for therapy. Guys go on YouTube to feel good. You understand? That's all it is. Dudes is coming up on YouTube to feel good about their situation. So they don't want to learn how to get better with women. They want to go on YouTube to feel good about their fucked up situation with women. And so they want to hear that it's all the women's fault, so they don't have to take responsibility to do anything for their lives. You understand? This is what guys are doing. This is what guys are doing. Blue Dragon, you said, Mr. Lecard, I got a question for you. Why do you even watch these guys, and why care what they say about women? If they want to complain, let them. This is why I care, because I get emails from dudes every day, and this is making what I'm doing harder. You understand what I'm saying? This is making the whole shit harder. Not only for me, but for them. You see what I'm saying? So if you got a bunch of guys who already have issues with women, watching content and internalizing shit that's not going to help them, it's only going to be more negative. That's going to make it harder for them to get out of that negativity to actually get better. You understand? That's the issue. See, it would be no problem if dudes said, hey, listen, chicks, they do this kind of shit. And then they said, you know what? This is the solution to this shit. But dudes ain't talking about the solution. Like I saw, there was a dude who made this video, some MGTOW nigga, talking about why men should never cold approach. I said, never? 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 The nigga joint said, why men should never cold approach. I'm like, never? Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, never cold approach, fine. What's the solution? You know what he said the solution was? Do you guys know what he said the solution was? Y'all already know. Y'all already know. He said, you guys should just wait for choosing signals. Nigga. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the shit that I'm talking about. He's telling a bunch of dudes who probably never had a woman look at them in their life. He's talking to a bunch of dudes who probably never had a woman even breathe in their direction to sit there and wait for choosing signals. How? How? This is what I'm talking about, man. Like this, like dudes don't want to learn no fucking game. They want to sit there with their dick in their hand and jerk off to niggas on YouTube. Pause. This is what I'm saying. So, again, dudes want to feel good because this is what they'll say. The videos will be like, never cold approach women. Why? Because you're validating them every time you cold approach. You're blowing her head up. Don't gas her head up. Just sit there, do your thing, be on your purpose, and let the girls come to you. Just get the money, get the fame, get the status, and the girls will come to you. See, dudes don't want to learn no fucking game. Roy Chase says, so these guys are partially correct. If a woman wants you, she will let you know. Okay, now, that is incorrect. Just because a woman wants you, she's not going to let you know. Women are very passive. And at most passive aggressive. Most women are not aggressive. Most women are not assertive. You understand? So no, a woman is not going to just let you know if she's into you. Roy Chess, how many women last week let you know they was into you? I'll wait. I'll wait. You understand? DBJMK, you said, I just feel you're at a disadvantage convincing a girl your worth. She's going to take energy even if she's interested initially. First of all, you're not convincing a girl of your worth. This is what are you talking about? You understand? See, what you guys don't understand is this. When you approach a woman, you're giving her the opportunity to fuck with you. I'm saying it again. When you approach a woman, you give her the opportunity to fuck with you. Listen, I remember I was at a party and I came up to this girl and I said, hey, what's up? How you doing? Right? This girl started giggling. I said, what's so funny? She said, I'm surprised you came over and approached me. I said, why is that? She said, oh, because, you know, there's so many like cute girls in here. I didn't think you would approach me. You understand what I'm saying? She knows that I'm giving her the fucking opportunity. This is what y'all don't get. Oh my goodness. Think about this. Think about this. Imagine you're a woman. Let's just fucking imagine you're a chick, right? And you see a guy you want to get with. But you're in a society that's telling you, hey, look, you're not supposed to approach men. They're supposed to approach you. And if he's interested in you, he's going to approach. So now she's sitting there hoping you would approach her, right? But she's not getting approached. So imagine you're not getting any shit going unless somebody's approaching you. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that you're not getting anything happening if someone's not approaching you or checking you out? Could you guys imagine that? Could you imagine if you were getting nothing going on if someone wasn't checking you out or wait a second. You can imagine that because y'all motherfuckers is always waiting on choosing signals. You bitch ass niggas, you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the fuck are y'all doing? It's crazy, man. Hold on, we got over 100. We got over 100 likes. Let's see if we can get some calls. Let me turn on this this speaker. Let me see if we can get some calls. Well, let me try to get the speaker popping. Oh man. Let me try to get the speaker popping. Hold on, give me a second. But yeah, that is, man. I swear these dudes, I don't know what's going on in life right now. Like motherfuckers, like dudes want to be women. I don't know what it is. Hold on. What's popping? I'm about to connect this thing. Hold on. Who's this? Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, it's this moment.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, I mean, me and you should do a live stream one of these days for like 5-10 minutes at least to chop up some of this game, so to speak. You're up for it.
We should. What's going on with you, though?
No, I'm good. No, I've just been, like working and trying to grind and stuff. But I have a question. How would I like go about getting a situation going with my boss, who's a woman? Because I mean, even though she's like a bit out of my age range, she's like a single mother and all that. 40s, kind of like over the hill and far away almost. I'm thinking like to get ahead at work and to get like a promotion or a raise or something, I should just like hold my nose and hold out my lunch and just like bang her anyway one of these days. So like, what do you think of that? Would that be like beneficial, or is it? Am I risking it? Like risking the fallout, or
wait, hold on, Nez.
It's going to be detrimental to me.
Hold on, wait. So you asking me how you get to bang your boss lady,
yeah.
chick, bruh?
Yeah, that's correct.
Bruh. Wait a second. Bruh, I think that's a little too advanced right now, bro. You ain't even you still talking about you was having trouble with chicks on the street. How you gonna get your boss?
Yeah, but like she's she's like pleased with my work and stuff, and always like kind of praises me and all this, and kind of goes out of her way to make sure that I'm happy. And so I'm thinking like that could be like kind of in or a doorway into getting into pants or a knickers. Is what I'm saying.
So wait, has this lady expressed any sexual interest in you?
Not explicitly, no, but I mean, I kind of get like a vibe from her.
What kind of vibe? How?
Like a kind of bit of a salacious vibe.
Mm-hmm. And how? What does she do? Give me examples.
It's like little subtleties, like the way she talks and the way she looks at me and stuff, and amongst other things.
So the way she's talking, the way she's looking at you, all those things, and you're saying that is showing you that she actually wants you?
It could be.
Okay, so why don't you? Okay, so Nez, why don't you? When you're talking to her, why don't you invite her to an event that you're doing this or going to, or for a drink? Why don't you do that?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, she invited me to like this kind of webinar a few days ago, which we attended, and she was talking, like telling me about how once the pandemic is over, she's gonna take me to these like events and like these courses and these like networking events and stuff together. So
and let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What do you do at this job with her? Like what? Because what I'm saying is she inviting you to things that are work related that she needs you for work, or is she inviting you to things because she just was on some let's hang out type of situation?
Some of them are work related, but others aren't. Like,
what's the one that's not work?
Like,
what's the one that's not work related?
Like some self-development stuff that's not really work related.
Some self-development stuff. What's that?
Like, lectures, like networking events and other things as well. The work-related stuff is like the courses that she wants me to go on with her. But yeah, there's like other stuff as well, like talks and lectures given by these like gurus and stuff.
It all sounds work related to me, bro. She ain't say, "Hey, let's do this." Is it going to just be you and her, or is it like you, her, and other coworkers?
Just me and her.
So she invited just you to a business event.
Yeah.
Nah, some don't sound right. Because why is she only inviting you? What's the reason?
No, I don't know. She just said.
Come on, you do know. What I'm saying is, because let's say, for example, if you're her, what are you to her? Are you her assistant? Like, what do you do? Like, what's your relation in the job to her?
She has her own firm, and I'm a developer.
You're a developer, so you work at the company, or you work directly with her? What are you doing?
I work for her company.
Okay, so you work for her company, and other people work for her company, but she's singling you out to take you to some events?
Yeah, for some reason.
Come on, Nez. Stop it, Nez. Nez, you sound like...
I'm serious.
You sound like you like... All right, so listen, Nez. Based off what you said, what I want you to do is I want you to go to work and ask her, why is she inviting you to these things and not anyone else? I want to hear that answer from her, and then hit me back and let me know what she said.
Okay.
Okay. Because some sound fishy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking first as well. Like at first, like why is she only inviting me to these courses and these like little events and these?
And how do you know she only invited you?
Because I was the only one there, like that attended with her. All the people that work with her as well.
No. What I'm saying is, how do you know she only invited you to the places that you're going to go to?
Oh, you're saying that she might have invited the other time?
Yeah, what I'm saying is she might have invited other people, right?
What, from the work? From the workplace?
Yes.
No, I didn't see anyone else from the workplace that was present.
No, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, so you went to an event with her already. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it was an online event.
Nigga, nigga, what? You said it was an online event?
Yeah, but the other day it was like a webinar by some guy from IBM or something.
Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you saying, man? What are you saying? She invited you to an online event, bruh. What do you stop, man? What? That don't mean nothing. I thought y'all were at an event in person at some thing.
No, but she suggested that she was going to invite me to other events in person, as I said, once this pandemic is over.
Oh,
and
my
as far as
Jesus.
I'm aware, she didn't invite anybody else from work.
And again, how do you know? You don't. She could invite other people. You asked her now? Now you asked her if she invited some other people?
I asked them.
So you asked everybody at the company?
Not everybody. It's like a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, Nez. Bruh. Bruh, this shit don't mean nothing, bruh. There's nothing going on. Everything that you just stated, there's nothing going on. I promise you there's nothing going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because if she was really trying to make something happen, because see, this is what you got to understand about work situations. And especially if a woman really wants to make something happen. Usually in work situations, a woman will be a little bit more blatant over time that she's interested. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to throw way more hints. And the reason why they'll do this at work is because they know that the work environment, it's a little bit more safer for her to be a little bit more assertive, a little bit more, she could be passive aggressive and too assertive. You understand what I'm saying? So if there isn't anything really going on, like for example, I used to work in a gym and there was a chick that I worked with who would come by my desk and flirt, here and there and all this other stuff once in a while. Then it went from flirting to her saying, hey, what you doing after work today? You see what I'm saying? Like trying to inquire, making something happen because it's a safe space for them to make something happen. Just like how us men are a little bit more bolder online, some guys, because they're online and it's safer versus in person. Women will be a little bit more bolder at work because they have the work environment to shield them from them looking too aggressive or if there was just randomly outside. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is what you've been telling me, there hasn't been anything that I heard from what you said that indicates that this woman actually is really trying to make anything happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. No, I understand. So I'll just, the only course of action is just to sit back and obviously see and wait out if there be like prominent hits that they drop.
Bro, don't even worry about her, man. Don't even worry about her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you putting way too much time and energy in this chick. Your boss. Don't even worry about that. If something were to happen, trust me, she would let you know. And also the reason why is because she's your boss. You understand what I'm saying? So she would need to be the one to actually make more of the move. You see what I mean? Mm. So that's what I'm saying. So Don't worry about that. You feel what I mean?
Okay. All right.
All right, bro. Peace.
Bye.
Man, Nez is hilarious. Nez said she invited him to an event online. I said, oh shit. I said, what? Come on, bro. This nigga said online. Oh man. So the calling number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. That is the call-in number. That's funny. That's hilarious. That shit is hilarious. I'm sorry. Jesus. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hello?
You.
Yo, what's good? This CJ.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this girl that I just went on a date with is like high interest or like medium interest, because she's definitely like one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So like let me just like describe the date to you. You can just like indicate it for me. Like, so I live in like Brooklyn, right? And she lives in Queens. So I told her like, I'm not gonna say what dating coach, but like I saw this video on YouTube that told me like at the first date you have a girl come to you, so she could put like a little bit effort in. So like I lied to her and told her like, oh yeah, my car's not working, so you have to come by. And me and I'll just walk there or whatever. It's like right by my crib. Just come by a spot that's right by my crib. So we did that, and it's one of the few places that doesn't have like COVID. So I went there and it wasn't open, so it was just like, all right, fuck it. And we just like went to McDonald's or whatever, like by my crib, and then we went to a parking lot at the McDonald's, and like eventually we started like making out, which like that's probably why I'm saying like she was like medium interest, like high interest, because if she was like low interest, she wouldn't have kissed me on the first day at all. So we kissing and making out and stuff like that, and you know she actually like asked me if I was like if I had like the free crib or whatever, but like I still live with my like family, so like I don't. So so we started like making out, and you know she has like tinted windows, so I'm like, all right, so I'm probably about to smash. So because like if I went to the crib, then she probably would let me smash. So she has tinted windows, so we just like fuck in the car. So but she was like, oh no, like I didn't shave, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. It was like pretty late, so she was just like, oh, I didn't shave, and you know I think they could probably see us from like the windshield and stuff like that. And I was about to say like, let's go to a more secluded place in the parking lot. I'm worried about that, but I didn't want to like press my luck. So, and the reason like I'm asking if she's like medium interest is number one, like she didn't like text me back like a day or like right after that. Like every girl that I've gone on dates with has texted me, even if nothing like happened between us. Like she texted me, she would always text me like right after the day, like, oh, I had fun, or you know, text me when you get home safe. Like she didn't text me after the date at all. Like, and I think like if she doesn't hit me back, it's probably because like I was kind of saying like some stupid shit during the date, like she's like 2 years younger than me and stuff like that. Like she's 21. And she was like, oh, I'm born in 1999 and my birthday's in April. So I'm like, okay, so like you're 22, and she was like, I'm 21 and shit like that. And I was just like, I was like, I said when I suggested like we just go to McDonald's by my crib, she was just like, oh, I'm trying to get something to drink. And I'm like, what you mean? They got like shit to drink at like at McDonald's too. They got Coke, they got Mountain Dew and shit. And she was like, I'm trying to get some liquor. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So, she was just like, she tried to laugh it off, even though I said like stupid shit. And like it got to the point where I was like, I didn't want to say any more stupid shit. Like I was like, she was going the wrong way with like driving me back home. And I didn't even say shit because I didn't want to say anything stupid to like fuck up, like her, to like lower her interest at all.
Well, this is the thing. So hold on. Okay, so you met up with the chick, y'all went to the McDonald's parking lot, y'all was kissing in the car, and then you was trying to hit it in the car, and she was like, nah, because I didn't shave and I didn't do all that other shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is the thing. What you want to do is, because you say you live at home with your parents and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And so, how old are you? Again.
22.
22. Okay. So what you need to start doing is either find out if the girl has her own place, in which probably this girl she doesn't, because she's probably young. She's you said she's 21, right?
21, yeah.
Right. So yeah, both of them got your own place. So you need to go and find a hotel, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? So
I mean, that's
what happened.
all right. I mean, some girls just be like, you know, that's kind of like too on the nose for them or whatever. Like,
What do you
I
mean?
guess that can work. Like some girls are just like, oh, hotel, like that's kind of like like weird. Like I think I'll feel more comfortable with all of that. Like just girls just find that weird. Like I'll suggest that
No.
some girls just find.
That just mean they ain't want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying?
She didn't say that, but I'm just saying some other girls have said that to me.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is
when I
that
switched it.
those other girls didn't want to fuck with you. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why they
Okay,
acting
alright.
that way. So what I'm saying is, because see, this is the thing. A chick will fuck you in her car, right? But that's the least comfortable place for a chick to fuck you. You see what I mean? So
Okay.
the most comfortable place would be at your place or at her place. But because y'all don't have that, the second most comfortable is the hotel. The third most comfortable is the car. So the car is the least comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you want to be in a situation where it's the most comfortable for her to fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
And she did text me like right after the date, and that's like that. I think that's like a red flag because like even girls that just like I didn't fuck with her, I didn't end up like having sex with, even they, you know, every girl I dated had like texted me like right after the day, every day after they saying I had fun, or text me when you get back home, so I know you're safe or something like that.
I mean, you don't
Like-
you don't really got to judge it that way. You judge it whether if you want to hit her back up, but you need to set something actually up and then see if she replies to that, which she could reply to it. You understand? But if she doesn't reply to it, that means she's not interested. You see what I'm saying? So just because she didn't text you the next day or whatever doesn't necessarily mean she's not interested. She could have medium interest, like you're saying, but it doesn't mean she's not interested. So she could be interested.
So you're saying like this girl probably has like interest in what I told you about her. She probably has medium interest.
Right. She could have medium interest. So what you could do is hit her up and say, hey, look, when are you free? I want to continue where we left off, but I'm gonna take you to this hotel. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Cool.
Now,
So,
now this is the thing. This is the thing though. Do not you live in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, you could go to Manhattan, 14th Street, 10th Avenue. There's a place called Liberty Inn. You understand what I'm saying? I think it costs like $40 an hour or some shit like that. You could go to that spot.
Is it like good quality?
Yes, it's good quality. I've been there a few times. So, you know,
that's just cheap, bro.
Right. So now you go to that place, you pay when you get there. So it's not like you have to book a room. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is tell that chick, come through, scoop you up in a car, y'all drive over to the spot, y'all go to that place and y'all get it popping. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So I know like I have the Bad Boy membership and shit, and I was just fucking asking, like I've been watching like video after that first day. I was just watching like videos like all like not all day because you know I work and shit like that, but as many times as I can like about like when to like call like text a girl like after the first day, and I just want to ask you just because maybe like your opinion has changed or whatever because I have to sometimes stay in coach like when should I wait to like text it back. Because I like listen to the Bad Boy membership and stuff like that, but you know, just in case like your opinion changed.
So you said when should you text the girl after the first date?
How long should you wait? Yeah, I'm already kind of like on the Bad Boy membership. You said it, but just in case like your opinion has changed, because I have sometimes dating coaches I've noticed.
Right. This is what I'll say. If you fuck a girl on the first date, text her the next day just to say, hey, had a good time, blah, 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 because you want a response from her to say she had a good time too. You feel what I'm saying? So that's if you fuck her. Now, if you don't fuck her, it don't really matter. You could text her next week or whatever to set the next date. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what you can do.
I can text her the next, like, don't you think that's a little bit too, like, you know, needy or like that's not giving her enough space? If I text her like the next day, like if I did fuck her and I text her the next day, don't you think that's a little bit too like needy?
No.
Whatever.
You're texting her the next day after you fuck her so that she will reply so that you have evidence if she ever says you did some crazy shit to her. You understand? That's why you're getting her to text you back after. Right. So anytime you have sexual relationships with a woman, you text her the next day, hey, I had a really good time. You know, seeing you, let's do this again, or when are you free, whatever, because you want her to respond to you to say, oh yeah, I had a great time too, you know, let's whatever. So you have on record that she said we had a good time. You understand what I'm saying? That's for all. That's for all
Got
you.
you.
That's for all you female nature niggas out there. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got. That's why you text her if you smashed. It ain't about looking needy and all that other stuff. It's about having on record that y'all fucked and and everything was cool. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
Okay.
if you did, if you didn't fuck, you understand what I'm saying? You know, you don't necessarily have to text her the next day. And if you do text her the next day, it's only to set up another date. But what I usually tell guys is that wait a few days, because what it is that, and not necessarily wait a few days on purpose. You're waiting a few days should be something that you're doing in general based off your lifestyle. So if I go on a date with a chick, right, and I'm busy, I got shit to do, I got other girls that I'm fucking with, I'm not really thinking about like when to text this girl. I kind of text her when the moment comes for me when I want to see her again. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't really want to see you again if I just saw you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really texting you right now. I'll probably text you a few days later because that's when I'll probably want to see you again that next week. You see what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Right. So
you.
that's
And
what it is.
I got one more question though. How many I'm trying to like kind of get better at this game thing, so I'm not at the point where it's like I can have rotation, but just like so I can know when I get to that point, like how many girls should a guy like really like having his like rotation, and how many girls should you be fucking with? Like at one time.
I mean, the thing is, it depends on what you're trying to. It depends on what you're doing. So like, it depends on how much time you got in your hands, and you know other things that are surrounding what you know you dealing with girls. So let's say if you got a job and you in school, right? Maybe like you know 2 or 3 girls, if that much. You understand what I'm saying? And you periodically see them, you know, here and there. But if let's say you have more time on your hands, then you know, maybe like 4 or 5 max. You feel what I'm saying? At any time, you're always gonna have to switch up girls anyway.
I was thinking like 10 or something like that. That's
nigga, you can't handle no 10 chicks, bro. It's this.
10,
That's
10.
Usually see anything more than 5. If you're actually having like a rotation, like chicks you're consistently seeing, that's gonna a lot of times that's unmanageable. You understand what I'm saying? I remember I was fucking with at least. I remember this one time I think it was like. It was somewhere between 9 and 12 girls I was messing with at one time. And it was like too much. You know what I'm saying? It becomes too much a lot of times, especially if you're going back and forth doing all that other shit. So, you know, stay between the you know 3 to 5 range. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, got it. All right, got it. All right, appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, peace.
All right.
That's funny. You talking about this guy, you got to handle that one girl first shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's going on? It's Johnson, man.
What up? What's going on?
Florida, man. What's going on, man?
Chilling.
Anyways, man, I've been waiting for you to do a solo show, man. No shade, you know, to the other people, man. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm not trying to throw no shade, because you know, I see you guys on the panel, and I respect you guys a lot. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that doesn't sit well with me a little bit, it just seems like every time somebody calls in, you know, it's like people, the other guys are like sitting there like salivating.
The fuck?
And I like the way that whenever you get the panel, you know, you give us constructive criticism, not on some like, you know, it's like, you know, when you talk to an OG say, you know, they have a different demeanor. Right. And it seems like when these guys on here, man, all they want to do is just kind of belittle you, berate you. There's a reason why some of these dudes are calling, because they ain't got no game. We understand that, man. You know, that's all I wanted to say, man. And I also wanted to get more some insight on your Bad Boy membership. Is it kind of like that? That same, I know you guys believe in, you know, tough love and shit like that, but you know, some people don't want to be hearing all that.
Right. Well, the thing is this, man. The thing is this, is that people got to understand that when you're getting advice, you feel what I mean?
Right.
You have to take the advice and not be so sensitive to how the advice is being given to you. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like,
no, I have thick skin.
Right.
I have thick skin.
Right.
But it's just go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. No, I feel you. But what I'm saying is that I'm saying that to you know, most other people, because I know like when Steve be on, you know, people will be like, oh, Steve, you're being too harsh, and you know, oh, you're yelling at us and blah, 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 blah. You feel what I'm saying? And so what dudes got to do is they got to take the actual information and not necessarily, you know, be so sensitive. You understand what I'm saying? To how it's being given to you. For example, when I was doing the Game Kings documentary, right? And I met Rosebud for the first time, right? Me and Miles met Rosebud for the first time, right? Rosebud was super, you know, down me and you know, he was basically super aggressive and harsh with me and Miles. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like, y'all niggas don't know no game. What the fuck y'all know about game? You understand what I'm saying? And so we was going back and forth and just chopping it up. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to understand that Rosebud is, you know, he used to be a pimp. You understand? He come from a place where, you know, he was in the trenches. So what happens is that he is dealing. He's seeing now, like I'm even talking about on this thing. He's seeing now that there's a lot of people who think they know game, but they don't know no fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? And so that aggression is going to come out with the information. You see what I'm saying? So
I totally understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if you chopped it up with a couple of OGs or whatever, they may, hey, young blood, this is how you do it or whatever. You know, it doesn't come from like a mean spirited place. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, in the chat right now, like, these guys don't even know me, and all of a sudden they just projecting, oh, he's sensitive, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm. It's like, can't you just have like a room where you just chop it up with somebody and everybody got to get disrespectful? Like, come on, man.
Right.
I mean, a lot of that.
Go ahead, you still there? You just cut off? Hold on.
And your point, because you're a great communicator. Right. You know, I like that about how you present stuff. It just seemed like, damn, you can't.
My bad. Is he cutting off or am I cutting off? I think I was cutting off. Hold on. I think I was cutting off. Hold on. My bad. My shit.
Can't hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you now. I think I was cutting off by mistake. But what happened? Say that again.
No. I was just saying. I love y'all content, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got thick skin. You know, it just kind of was a little unsettling. You know, I seen some of the callers calling in. You know, they were obviously simps or whatever, and then they just, you just seemed like they were just getting berated for no reason. I don't think it's called for.
No, I feel what you're saying. But this is the thing. This is the thing. What you got to understand is that it's like this. When you got a lot of guys that call in, right?
Yeah.
And understand that these aren't even guys who called in for the first time. You understand? These are guys who call in almost every show or are in the chat room or who make comments almost every time. So what happens is that if you're telling someone the same thing 20 times, you know what I'm saying? And they're still and they still don't get it. You understand? It's like, it can get frustrating to the person giving the information. You see what I mean? And so what happens is that's where that energy and that frustration comes in. But this is why I say you got to take the information from out of that. You see what I mean? But unfortunately, a lot of dudes they'll be extremely sensitive. So for example, there was a dude who what happened? There was a guy who called in on the last show me and Steve did, I think on yesterday. And we was trying to explain something to him. He wouldn't listen. And then he started cursing out Steve. You see what I'm saying? Because he got all sensitive. Right. I did a show last week where the dude called in and he was talking about how his girl or something like that. He was saying, oh, his girl is like 100% into him. And, a girl, if she's really into you, she's not going to, cheat on you or whatever. So I said, okay, cool. I said, give me your girl's number. right? And I'll call her and we'll see if she's actually 100% interested in you, right? So then the dude got sensitive and start trolling and start trying to curse me out and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of these dudes, you give them information and then they get into their feelings. You see what I mean? And so this is why, like I was saying earlier in the show, is that a lot of dudes don't want to learn game. They just want to feel good. Because this is what most guys, they want to call up and they want us to coddle the shit they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So just like, for example,
I know exactly what you're saying. And I just wanted to get that out, but I was going to talk about that. Why most guys don't want to learn the game, and I'm just talking from my perspective of why. And what I've been noticing a lot is I don't know. I mean, they talk about female nature and all this type of stuff. It just seems like.
Oh, fuck, my fucking camera's acting stupid. Oh, come on. Come on, what the fuck? My bad, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, my camera's acting real funny right now. It's acting real funny style, but go ahead.
No, I was just saying that, the game. What I've been noticing is a lot of females.
Go ahead. You cutting in and out. I don't know why you cutting in and out. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. This shit is weird. My camera's acting weird, guys. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. All right, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right, put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me, because my camera's acting funny style right now. Shit. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, y'all can hear me. Good. Yeah, because my camera's acting funny. I don't know what's going on with my camera right now. This shit acting real funny style. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened with the call. The call was acting funny. The camera's acting funny. Something going on today. You know what I'm saying? But you guys can try to call back up. Let me see if the phone lines are still working, because I don't know what was going on with that shit. Boom. Let me try to call. Okay, so the phone line's still working. The phone lines are still working. You.
Yo, Corio.
What's popping? What's going on?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, Joe from Dirt, we talked before. I want to ask you something, right? You know how you have your dating sites, and they have everybody that you talk to, like let's say Tinder, for example. You have all those matches, 2,000 plus, right?
Right.
When do you start clearing out your messages? Like, for example, all right, I got a list of people, that be up there, ones that I haven't talked to, ones that I talked to. And then sometimes, let's say somebody I talked to this week and they respond next. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like,
right.
Like, you mad late. I'm not going to respond to you because I'm busy with the ones that's up top. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when do you start recycling them and being like, which one's worth talking to, continuing with? Right. Or, like, which one, to just be like, all right, yeah, we already done from here.
Well, this is the thing. It ain't really, it's all about who's responding. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't care. Like if I text the girl today, right? Yeah. And I say, hey, let's say I say to her, hey, what's up? Let's go get a drink or some shit, right? And let's say she don't hit me back for 2 weeks. right? And then she says, and then she responds and says, "Hey, oh, what's up? Yes, a drink sounds good, right?" And then I say, "Yo, cool.
Yeah.
Meet me, tomorrow at 8:00 this place." Then I'm a fuck with her. The only time I stop fucking with a chick is if she's not responding or she's not being cooperative. So it don't matter if we matched a month ago or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? It don't even matter, because sometimes I'll match with a chick, I won't even realize I matched with her, and then she'll hit me up and she'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, what's good?" And I see that it was a while since we matched, and I'm like, "What's good? Let's make something happen." Now, if she's cooperative, I'll make something happen with her. If she's not cooperative, then I just keep it moving. So that's really the only time I don't fuck with a chick, is if she's not being cooperative. So it don't necessarily matter the time. It just matters how cooperative she is. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what I normally do. I'll probably give them like a week or two when I look at the date. Like, let's say you message somebody and it'll show the day, but it don't show the date.
Right.
Like once it shows the date, I'll match them, because I'm like, all right, it's been 7 days, 10 days, whatever. Like, it's been too fucking long. I don't care anymore.
So you're talking about so you're talking about you unmatched them because of what?
I'm like, it's been too long. It's like, all right, I don't feel it the same way they apply, like their interest level. I see it like, oh, this shit's low. I'm dealing with the ones that have the high interest. So it's like, if you took too long to respond, whatever, like, I'm not talking about 2 or 3 days. I'm talking about a week or two later. It's like, all right, you're saying,
hold on. So you're saying if you send a girl a message and then and today, and she doesn't respond until next week, you delete her, you like unmatch her?
Yeah, because it's like, what's the point? I mean, I understand females get way more messages than we do. You know what I'm saying? But like, the way I work, I'm in the here and now.
Well, the thing is, this is the thing though. You don't need to unmatch her. This is what I'm saying. Like, the only time you even need to unmatch her or just ignore her is after you try to make something happen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what I mean is, if you tell a chick, "Hey, let's go out and get and meet up," right? And she responds to you next week, right? Or let's say 7 days go by, you still didn't get a response from her. You shouldn't even be worried about that, because she should go down the list anyway, right? But let's say right. So she goes down the list. So now let's say a week goes by, or 2 weeks go by. Let's say 3 weeks go by, and then she responds, right? If she says yes, let's meet up. Are you going to unmatch her now because it's been 3 weeks?
I mean, if she responds, then of course that'll make a difference.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, the only thing that matters is she cooperating with making something happen? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all you need to worry about. So the thing is, because if you're on Tinder or any of these joints, if you send a girl a message and she don't respond, that shit goes all the way. It's going to go down anyway. So now let's say she's going on her Tinder, because let's say, for example, because what some girls would do is they might delete their Tinder if they're fucking with some other dude. Let's say they got into some sort of situation or relationship with some guy. Then once that ends, they'll open back up their Tinder. And so they'll see like, oh shit, this guy sent me a message. And that's why it might take 3 weeks or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
You see what I mean? But if you was to unmatch her because a week went by and you're like, oh, this chick ain't messaged me, then you see what I mean? So you're breaking up the connection before anything could actually even happen. You see what I mean?
Yeah. And then sometimes you get the ones that be like, let's say with today being Wednesday, for example, and like, all right, so what you up to this week? And I'm free on, Saturday or Sunday. And like, if anything changed, I'll let you know on that Friday or that Saturday night. And some of them sometimes they be like, oh, you haven't messaged me since the other day, so I thought you wasn't interested. I mean, well, I already told you what day I'm going to message you anyway. So it's like,
wait, say it again. You said you would message him and say what?
No, like let's say, no, some chicks, they just crave the attention. So it's like they expect you to talk to them today, tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Until that official day, come.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like they get up in their feelings, be like, well, since you haven't messaged me since these days, you know, so you wasn't interested anyways. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, I get what you're saying with that, because normally what I'll do, let's say I talk to them and I'll be like, all right, how about we switch platforms? Take my number and I'll give my number and everything. All right. And, you know, just hit me up from here. We'll continue.
Right.
We set something up, whatever.
Right.
And then, so they have my number. So I'm thinking of, but on this end, like, all right, you see my number right there. So don't send me another fucking message to this site trying to ask me questions.
Right.
People can get damn number. And sometimes they'll still want to ask me questions through there. I'm like, I'm not going to respond here because you already can't follow simple fucking lessons.
Right.
You know, like, let's say if I put on my profile and I'm like, for example, hi, hey, cool, all that shit. You send that as a first message to me, you know, basically not showing any effort. Not in that exact way, but it's saying like if I say something specifically on my profile and then you hit me with that exact thing, it's like, okay, first you didn't read my profile. You just look at my picture. Then I'll be like, did you read my profile?
So you be asking them, did they read your profile?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nigga,
you know,
don't ask them all that shit. Don't ask them all that stuff. I'm telling you. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you guys something. When you're on an online dating site, you understand, and you are trying to make something happen with a chick, the point is to get them off the site as soon as possible. So anything that you're doing is going to make it harder for you to get them off the site. So you want to have the least amount of conversation, the least amount of interactions with her before she decides to come meet you. So if a girl hits you up and she says hey or hi, and then you be like, hey, did you read my profile? So now you're gonna go back and forth talking about if she read your profile or not. You see what I'm saying? So now instead of leading the conversation or the interaction to getting her off the site to come meet you, now you're in a conversation about did she read your profile? You see what I'm saying? So you want to give women the least amount of fucking banter to get to the point of her meeting you. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that when you're on a site, your whole objective should be how fast can I get this girl to meet me? That's all you need to be thinking about. Everything else that's making it longer, you got to cut all that out. So if a girl matches with you on Tinder, she's like, hey, you be like, hey, what's up? When are you free to come get a drink? Or when are you free to meet me? What's your schedule like this week? That's all you should really be saying, because you want to get into the conversation about y'all meeting up. You don't want to give like, oh, did you read my profile? None of that shit. That's what chicks usually do. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to go back and forth and do all that nonsense.
You still respond to the ones that just be sending you a simple a wave icon and shit like that too? Yes,
because it's still a response. If a chick sends a little hand wave emoji, be like, hey, what's up? When are you free to get together and get a drink? When are you free to get together so we could hang out? Whatever it is. But you should be talking about y'all getting together. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the conversation you want. That's the only conversation you want on them sites. You understand what I'm saying? She may like even let's say a chick says, and usually what they'll say is some girls will be like, oh, you're so forward, or oh, you seem like you want to rush things or whatever. That's usually a girl who has medium interest. But anyway, you can still get her. But you say, well, listen, and she'll be like, oh, can we talk on here more? No. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you my number. I want you to hit me up and we'll talk on the phone. So she calls you. Y'all talk for like a minute and be like, well, anyway, listen, when are you free so we could get together and do A, B, and C? You understand what I'm saying? It's just straight to actually getting to meet up. Anything else, you're going to be wasting a lot of time. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that you don't want to waste any fucking time at all on these sites. All you need to do is every time you're on the question on the site, the only question that should be in your mind is, how do I get this girl to meet me as fast as possible? That's it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
All right. Good luck as
All right, bro.
always, bro.
All right, appreciate the call, my brother. All right,
Be safe.
peace. All right, I don't know what's up with this this camera. This shit is acting funny style today, man. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, this is JD from Atlanta. What's up, bro?
What up? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I have 2 questions, guys. 2 questions. That's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah. So the first one, could you elaborate on like high interest women? Because, well, let me tell you the situation first.
Mm,
Like I know, like you said, with high interest women, they're gonna give you almost 100% cooperation, right?
right.
So, have you run into chicks that say they have social anxiety? Because I know that's a real thing, and like I've run into chicks that have social anxiety before on Tinder. And I text them, I don't know if this happened to you guys, but like, they'll be like, well, you know, it's a little bit too early that before we hang out, you know, I gotta take a couple weeks to get to know you.
No,
So-
that's medium interest, bro. That's medium interest. That's medium interest all the way. That's medium interest. That's bullshit.
Okay.
Ain't no girl
Yeah, that's
need
what I
to
was
take
thinking.
time to
Okay.
get ain't listen, you gotta understand something. Women, they think about and dream about every day about the perfect guy. They're always thinking about fantasizing about running into the perfect guy that they can be with, and it's gonna be magical and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman has high interest in you, you are that guy. So guess what? She's not going to want to wait to take time to get to know you before y'all meet. That's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying that regardless of whatever that she has, if she's has high interest rate, she's gonna want to meet up with you as fast as she can, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. My next question is that can you elaborate on like upgrading women? Like, cause I want to know more about that. I'm interested in that because you know that's part of the game, right? So
Right. Well, the thing is, it's when you're upgrading women, what it's about is that you have to figure out what is it about you, right, that you want to bestow upon the woman. Meaning, what am I going to teach her? What am I going to teach her? What are some lessons, life lessons that she can learn by fucking with me? What kind? And also it pertains to you. Meaning, so it pertains to what you want her to do with you while she's with you. So the thing is this. For women, generally, most women are living in a fantasy world when it comes to a lot of different relationships. You have to understand this. So what that means is that let's say, for example, like someone like a Derek Jackson or a Matthew Hussey or one of these guys who you know, they tell women what they want to hear. A lot of times people tell women what they want to hear. So you as her man, you as the guy that's the man in her life, you have to tell her what she needs to know. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what upgrading her mind is. It's getting her out of the fantasy into a reality so that she can be better equipped to make things happen for herself, but also make things happen in the relationship that she's having with you. You understand? Okay. So that's all it is.
Wait, what were you going to say? I'm going to cut you off. I had a quick question.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So I agree with everything. Everything you're saying, I'm processing it, but let's say, you know, I don't really mess with chicks that are like overweight. Let's say I match with one on Tinder. How do I say that to her in a way that doesn't, you know, because, you know, like you say don't tear up people's feelings, but, you know, I don't want to, you know, break somebody's heart, you know, tell them, like, hey, I'm not kidding because, you know, you're overweight or something like that. Like, how do you say it in a way that, like, you know, it doesn't like destroy them, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, I really run into that too, but
so you're saying
something I've run into.
Hold on, so you're saying how do you tell a girl on Tinder that what?
No, anybody. It can be anybody. It can that's just one example. It can be on any social media platform, it can be real life, like just if you're not interested in, like how do you say it nicely to her? So she'll actually take in information. Because I feel like if you say like, you know, hey, I'm not getting it because like, you know, you're overweight, you know, she's not gonna like actually do what you said. You know, she's not actually going to, you know, upgrade herself because you said it in a harsh way. You know
well, this is the thing.
I don't know if that's true, but
no, this is the thing though. You don't need to tell her anything. When you're upgrading a woman, she has to deserve the upgrade. You don't just upgrade random chicks. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. You see what I mean? It ain't just some chick that you randomly talking to. It's a chick who you're actually dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? A chick that you're dating, a chick that you're gonna be fucking with for some time. So if she's worthy of being upgraded, you upgrade her. You see what I'm saying? But if it's just a random girl, you ain't gotta say nothing there. You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I want to ask. I appreciate you guys taking out time to enlighten us. All right.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, bro. I'm out.
Take it easy, man. All right.
Peace. All right. Let me see something with this camera shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this camera shit. That shit is like fucking frozen or something. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, man? I was just on, I just talked to you, man, and you couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear you, and we disconnected, man.
All right, right.
You know, we were talking, you know, to answer that question about why people, I guess dudes don't want to learn the game. And I think that's a very interesting question because today I was actually, I've been going on this live stream a lot. I think it's called like Scout, but it's connected to all the dating sites.
Right.
You know, I think, you know, it's just a very interesting dynamic. And, you know, this chick that's on there all the time. And the point I'm trying to make is I think there's so many women, and I don't know if they're just paying attention to content or whatever. So many women are playing the same game that we're playing. I don't know if it was just they've always been playing this game, but, you know, it's just with social media, it's been exposed more. She had basically, she's on there complaining, right, about how she can't get a date, right? And there's 3 suckers on her live stream commenting, giving her gifts and all kinds of shit that actually took her on dates, right?
Wow.
And you know what she was complaining about? They didn't give her enough compliments. And she's doing this. Meanwhile, she's at some other dude's house that pretty much gave her back to the streets. And she was that's why she went on live to complain about that shit. About this dude basically, you know, kicking her out and kicking her to the curb and telling her to go back home.
Right.
And I was like sitting there just in amazement. And these dudes are in there like brown nosing, giving her gifts. And she's straight clowning, not clowning, but low key clown. Oh yeah, I went on a date with this guy and he's in the chat room. And she was like, oh yeah, he didn't compliment. She was basically saying that she was gonna give him the pussy. He didn't want to take it. You know, kind of. But this is the type of world that we're in right now. And I think that's one of the main reasons is dudes are just intimidated and scared.
Well, yeah, that you know, these guys, unfortunately, this is what happens when dudes don't know, dudes ain't got no game. They don't know the value. They don't understand the value. And then they because the fact that they're in there kissing ass and sucking butt to this chick, you know, they don't understand that this chick, she's attracted to the nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? Which there's a lot of women who are like that. A lot of women are attracted to bullshit because they're on bullshit also. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't think they deserve actual real shit. They don't think they deserve something better. So this is why when you're sometimes the guy who's on point, there's going to be a lot of girls that you can't even fuck with just because they're not on your level. They're not on that same frequency. So you can have a chick who she looks hot physically, but mentally she gravitates to the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I mean?
No, but it just seems like there's no limit on what chicks feel like they can get away with, and they get away with this shit now.
Well, yeah, they get away with it because there's a lot of simps out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Where there's too many dudes who don't want to learn game, and when you don't learn game, you don't understand what's going on, and then you end up doing this kind of goofy shit, and then the chick takes advantage of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because look, a woman's comfort zone is a simp. You see what I mean? Right. That's definitely a woman's comfort zone. So she's definitely gonna just like, you know, stay with that motherfucker or stay with those types of guys, take advantage of those guys, but also run back to the sexual alpha dude who don't give a fuck about her. You understand what I'm saying? And want to continue to chase him. You feel what I mean?
No, it's amazing. It was like the dude that basically gave her back to the street ended up getting the pussy. And I remember I went on a live stream and I was like, and she was like, would you take me on a date? And I was like, nah, we can go to Starbucks first so I can get to know you. You know what I'm saying? We can have some coffee first. And then all the simps were like, oh, you know, they were, you know, using shaming tactics. Oh, you don't want to spend money. You know, you shouldn't, you know, you got to invest in the girl. I'm like, come on, man.
Wait.
What are you guys talking about?
Wait, whose live stream is this? What's the chick's name?
No, you got to go on the shit, man. It's called Scout. It's linked with like POF and Meet Me and all those type of shit. You know, actually, you can probably make some money on that. It's on
YouTube.
No. It's on your phone. It's called Scout. It's SKOUT.
SKOUT.
And
it's an app.
If you go on there, it's an app. If you go on there, you can do live streams. And then people give you gifts and shit like that, which you can cash out and shit.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
It's all the sites, like all the strippers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Going on there, and these simps are just, you know, giving them gifts. You know, they make a living off the shit.
But that's what I'm saying. These dudes out here, that they're the ones that's making it easy, you know, for these chicks to you know, to be on that shit. And look, a woman's going to act based off how men allow her to act. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. And so as long as there's simps around, she's going to use that as the comfort zone. But the thing is that she actually doesn't want those guys. She wants the alpha. So if you're guys who complain and say, yo, there's so many girls, these girls get so much attention, and that's why it's hard to get with a girl. No, it's not hard to get with a girl because she's getting a lot of attention. It's hard to get with a chick because you are probably one of the simps that's in that blend, that's in the whole shit. She looks at you as a simp. That's why. But if you was an alpha motherfucker, you in a whole nother league and category. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the dude said she curved the call. I mean, these guys are hilarious, man. Nah, it was. I just thought. I mean, if you go on there, you'll find it very interesting too, man.
Right.
You probably you go on a live stream and get some game on there too.
Right.
But and the thing about it is you know what my justification was, and if you know season at all, you know this, that you know a lot of women out there that just getting dinners with the intention of just getting dinner, and then they're gonna go home to the dude that they really want to fucking give them some pussy.
Right.
And I was like, well, that's probably what you're gonna do.
Right.
I was like, why would I spend and invest all this money in this date which first of all, most women that go on a date with you already probably have somebody they're fucking or somebody they're going to fuck. You know, that's just the game, and you know how women are. They use shaming tactics and reflections and all that type shit.
Right. Nah, real talk. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But that's how the game is, motherfuckers. There's always gonna be the simps who's always gonna, you know, fucking sweat the women so the women will have the comfort zone, and then they just gonna keep running back to the alphas that don't give a fuck about them. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
But man, hey, man, thank you so much, man, for taking my phone call, man. Hey, keep doing what you do, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. I'm holla.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta go in a few minutes. Let me see if I could do something with this fucking camera. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Oh, finally, I'm on here. All right. Yo, it's Anthony from Canada. All right.
What's going on?
I just had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is about like because I was watching Kevin Samuel's video on high value men, right?
Right.
And he was saying if you're not making like if you're not making 100,000 for 7 years straight, then you're not high value. Do you agree with that?
You said hold on. You said if you're not doing what?
If you're not making 100K for 7 years straight, you're not high value. That's what he said.
Who said that?
So, you know, I'm just Kevin Samuels.
That if you're not making a 7,500 to 100,000, that you're not high value.
Yeah, 100K. You're not making that for 7 years. You're not. And that's what he was saying. He said you could boost your ego all you want, but you're not.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And shout out to Kevin Samuels. That's the dude right there. But I totally don't agree with that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if he was talking about high value in the context of just money and finance, then maybe. But if you're talking about high value overall as a person, no, not you know the money doesn't equate to your value isn't just predicated on your money. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I get you.
Right.
All right. That's it.
All right, bro. All right, peace.
All right.
Man. All right, let me see what's up with this camera. If this thing will come back on. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I don't know what the fuck is up with this shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, my name is Vinod.
What's going on?
A long time ago.
What's going on?
All right. I'm going to try to keep this short. I have a question for you. All right. A long time ago, I had this chick. First mistake. She was a chick on my job. I already know how you feel about it, but I'm just keep on with it. And long story short, you know, I got a number, whatever. We ended up having drinks at a mutual friend's house. And basically, the way the night went, you know, everything was cool. It was all good. My first red flag was before I got there. She was talking about she wanted to leave because she didn't like how their atmosphere they were set up. But, you know, I was already there. So she's like, fuck it. So we get there. We're having a good time with her. And, you know, as the night winds down, the mutual friend, you know, they had their own date or whatever. They took them upstairs. I'm like, fuck it. I'm trying to get me some pussy too. So, long story short, that shit didn't happen. So, you know, and then ever since that night, it's like she just totally lost all respect for me and everything. And I'm trying to see, like, what might I have done wrong in that situation?
So,
and how do we avoid that?
So wait, hold on. You said, I'm confused. So you said you went on a date with a chick and she said she didn't like the date or she didn't like when you took her?
No, we was at a friend's place. She was already there. That's something they already had set up.
Hold on, wait, I'm confused. So okay, start over. Because I'm like, you took a girl to your friend's place? Like what?
All right. Let me start from the beginning.
Yes.
So basically what happened was the mutual friend of ours, they were there when we met, when we were setting anything up. So she was like,
okay, wait, so hold on.
You know what?
Hold on, wait, stop. Hold on, stop. So you were somewhere and you met a girl.
We were all at work.
Okay, so you're at work and there's a girl at your job that you try to holler at?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you hollered at her and then what happened?
Another chick that was a friend of both of us.
Okay.
So she was like, oh, since y'all interested in each other, why don't y'all come over to my house? We'll all have some drinks with fun. And that's how we got from A to B.
So she said, so the girl, hold on. So the other girl said, since y'all like each other, let's go to my house and drink.
I mean, it was a little more nuanced than that, but yeah, more or less.
So she invited y'all to her house to get to drink.
Yep.
Okay. So now y'all over her house, and what happened?
Basically, look, she's like, look, whatever y'all want to do, y'all can do. And she had another guy that was there with her. She took that guy upstairs, and they were gone for a minute.
Right.
And by the time I even got there, everybody was already good and drunk. So, not out of control drunk, but like just like they was tipsy.
Okay. So. And so you got there late after everybody was kind of tipsy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get there
and the girl was acting like she wanted it, and I was whispering in her ear, you know, that whole thing how it go, but she just kept resisting. And like me, I'm not the type of person that's going to take it from me. So
right. And so my question to you is that I don't understand how the girl that you're trying to holler at, what's y'all situation though? Because like, is she interested in you? Like, what's the situation? I don't understand the situation between you and her.
Well, I mean, it was a long time ago now, so that now we haven't spoken quite some time. But at the time, yeah, she was interested in me.
And how did you know she was interested in you?
Shoot, I started talking to her. She was like, "Yeah, let's get together. Let's go out."
Okay, and then so you said we're gonna go to so and so's house and get drinks, and she said, "Cool." And then she got there before you, and you showed up, and you was trying to get physical with her, and then she was like, "Nah, chill."
Basically.
Okay, and then so what's the issue? What's the issue now?
Well, basically after that day, we didn't do anything, but we did spend the night there, right?
Wait, y'all spent the night and y'all ain't do nothing?
Like I said, it was a while ago.
Nigga, wait, how long ago was this?
I've learned.
How long ago was this?
Almost a year, man.
Oh my goodness. So and why do you even care? Like, why are you even bringing this up?
Well, it was more along the lines of how do you go from a chick being that interested, then y'all actually get together and like it's like they lose all that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. No. She probably was never really interested in you. This is what I'm saying. She probably was never really interested in you. This is why I'm asking, like, how did you know she was interested in you? Like, when you was at work, were y'all flirting? Did y'all kiss? What was going on that showed you that she was interested in you sexually?
None of that ever happened.
Exactly.
Think back on it.
That's
You're probably right.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't that because see, guys, y'all be asking the wrong question. Y'all be saying, "Oh, how do you know? Like, why does she lose interest?" She probably was never interested. You see what I'm saying? A chick has to be interested first in order to lose interest. See, y'all be just be thinking that y'all assume that she's interested. You see what I mean? You can't assume she's interested. You have to find out if she's interested. And you found out she wasn't interested when y'all was at the party. You see what I mean?
Right. You right.
That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be assuming that these chicks is interested because now you don't waste your time in that whole scenario. Because if you'd have found out she wasn't interested in the first place, you would have just not gone to the spot and then fucking found some other chick to deal with that night. You see what I mean? So that's what it is, man.
Right.
All right.
Now, the real question I have at that point is, when you first meet a chick, like y'all know each other for 5 seconds, how X-rated do you take it to make sure that sexual interest is there?
You said when
you waste your time even exchanging information.
You said when you first meet a girl, what do you do? What?
Yeah.
Like just a random.
What's a great way to gauge the chick's interest?
What the thing is again, you gotta know how to flirt, you gotta know how to build sexual tension, and you gotta know how to read women. So it's not anything. It's not anything specific. You understand what I'm saying? But for example, if I'm talking to a girl and I'm just having regular conversation, right? And then I'm like, oh hey, like let's say I'm at a party, or I'm at a bar, I'm at an event, I'm outside, whatever, and I'm just talking to a girl and I'm like, hey, so what's your name and what do you do and how's your day going? That's regular shit. You understand? So if I say all that and I say, hey, let me get your number, she could give me the number, but I still don't know if she's interested in me sexually. You see what I'm saying? So the way to see this,
your thing is skip all that bullshit and instead ask different questions.
No, you don't necessarily got to skip all that. But what I'm saying is that there needs to be flirting and there needs to be sexual tension added in the situation. You see what I'm saying? And so based off of the situation, that's going to tell you what type of shit you can do. Because like, for example, if the fact that you was at work with this woman, it's hard to really do that at work because you at work. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be really talking no slick shit at work. You see what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of times at work, it's easier for the woman to show you. This is why when Ness called up earlier, I was asking him all that shit. He's talking about he's trying to get with his boss. I'm like, bruh, if she wanted to make it happen, she would try to make it happen. But in a regular situation, you actually have to go from small talk to flirting. So once you flirt with a girl, she will show you based off of her words and actions if she's interested. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it really is. It's not anything particular that you need to necessarily say, but there has to be flirting and sexual tension built. And that could be something you do in, a minute, but you're just seeing her reaction. You see what I mean? And so however, you don't even need to be X-rated. You could just be regular with it. But it needs to be known that we're flirting. It needs to be known that I'm interested in you sexually so that she could respond to that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they have platonic talk. You understand? Platonic talk is not going to let you know the girl's interested. Being flirtatious and building sexual tension will. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I tell all you guys, go to Bad Boy Membership. I have a whole program called The Art of Flirting. I have a whole program called How to Build Sexual Tension with a Woman. I show you how to do it step by step, all that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Bet. Well, I started GoFundMe page for that one.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. You gotta get up on there, bro. I'm holler at you, man.
All right, man.
All right, peace. All right, people. It is. Hold on, a brother gotta head up out of here. It is about that time. I don't know what happened to this camera. This shit just like malfunctioned today. That shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? That shit was weird. But guys, make sure that you go to badboymembership.com. Make sure that you guys also make sure you guys get the t-shirts. You feel what I'm saying? Also make sure you guys go to mrlocario.com to get the expectations versus reality seminar. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys check that out. That shit is fire. You feel what I mean? Also make sure that you guys go to Patreon. So the Patreon where the Bad Boy Show is at is patreon.com/Mr. Locario. You feel what I'm saying? Also make sure you guys go to The Confidence Show. That's patreon.com/The Confidence Show. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm about to head up out of here. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I will talk to you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Later.